We all know Dakota Digital for their great instrument systems, but this year at SEMA 2012, they're taking it a step further with some new expansion modules. I'm here with Greg Carpy. Greg, tell me a little bit about what you've got in store today.
We have a line of products called the bus interface modules, kind of expansion modules that work with our instrument systems to add much more information.
Okay, so tell me, what kind of information can we add?
The most popular ones are extra temperatures for trans temp, rear end temp, oil temp. We can do extra pressures for boost gauges, nitrous gauges, air ride suspension. We've got EGT, a clock, we've got a compass. Just about anything you want, we can do.
So tell me, what are some of the applications you're seeing these used for?
A lot of autocross cars. You know, guys that have got, say, a 66 Chevelle, and they've got our direct fit package for that car, but they want to monitor the oil temp and the rear end temp while they're autocrossing. Instead of adding gauges all over the rest of the car, we can use our interface modules and just keep expanding in our message centers that are already in their system.
And that all runs through the existing control box you guys offer?
Exactly, right. The interface module is just a small little module, and it uses a 3.5mm audio jack that just plugs into their control box that they've got. So any of our systems that have a plastic control box can use these interface modules.
Now I understand you've also got a new GPS product this year.
Yes, yeah, GPS has really become kind of a big deal for hot rodders, you know, the race transmissions that don't have a speed output, and just kind of the cool factor of it. And we looked at some of the other ones on the market. Those are good, but you know, in typical Dakota Digital fashion, we want to do our own way. So we designed it from the ground up. It's got some internal accelerometers to deal with the inherent bumps that you'll get with GPS. So you say you're going along and the car's traveling, cruise is set, and the GPS signal drops very briefly. Our accelerometer kind of will override that and think, well, the car didn't really slow down or speed up, so it's not going to interrupt the cruise function.
Right, so you go through a tunnel and it doesn't mess up your cruise control.
Exactly, right. Just trying to make it as seamless as we can.
All right, Greg, we're standing here in front of a pretty bad-looking Camaro. Tell me a little bit about this car you've got in your booth.
Yeah, it's a 71 Camaro built by Lakeside Rods out of Iowa. It actually won the Good Guys Muscle Machine of the Year award. It's got a 500-inch Warren Johnson LSR engine. It's on an Art Morrison chassis, and it's got a ton of body mods. I can't even count them all.
Some of your parts in there as well, I'd imagine.
It's got a custom VHX system. They Eric Brockmeyer drew the renderings, and they made these gauge pods. And they kind of came to our shop and dropped them off and said, we need some gauges for this. So we based it on our existing VHX systems and just kind of made their own custom faces and tailored it to fit the car.
All right, so Greg, you've got something new and exciting for guys who are doing late model engine swaps too.
Definitely, yeah. We call it the STA 100, and it'll plug into an OBD2 diagnostic port, and that'll output your speed and your tach signals. And that's for guys that already maybe have a hot rod together, and they're doing a late model swap, like you said, and they want to make their existing gauges talk to the new computer stuff.
So this plugs into anybody's gauges, not just Dakota Digital.
Right, it just outputs what, as we refer to it, as a traditional speed and tach signal. So, because the computer already knows what's going on there, and we just found a way to get it out and then output it in a traditional way for aftermarket electronic gauges.
Have you heard of any applications for that?
I get a lot of sighs of relief when I tell them about it. Like, oh, that would be great. You know, that was what I was worried about with my whole swap here with my truck, and it solves a lot of problems.
Very cool. Well, it sounds like a lot of expansion opportunity, but it's still very simple.
Yes, very, very simple. Just with that audio jack, if you do multiple modules together, they daisy chain together, and then it's just one plug to the main control box. So it really streamlines the process.
Cool. Greg, where can we go to learn more about this?
www.dakotadigital.com.
Right on. Some very cool new products from Dakota Digital here at SEMA 2012 on Power Auto Media.